tells me to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling a
fired.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
I was still
there.
reading that. Hopefully you guys caught it. Broom closet. It opened. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Did I? I don't know. I really like this
There
broom
was nothing
closet.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I don't know what FA means, but I'm going to assume it means fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's because you're British.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And yet, I'm still here.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
He thinks I'm crazy.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I love this game.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Well, that was very kind of him.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I guess that's it for the bloom. Blah, 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 blah. I can do English. I guess that's it for the broom closet.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure. Ooh, this is nice. The executive bathroom, huh? Well, I wish I had a key for that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
My boss is Hannibal Lecter.
So the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845,
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
I'm awesome.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, passageway. Cool. There's just so many different branches to the story in this game. It's amazing.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control? Huh. Mind control. Escape? Huh. Well, okay.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait, what?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Well, I don't know if I want to die, but that's way too far. That does look like death. Maybe it's a trap. Maybe he's just, not a trap, but maybe he's trying to trick me. Maybe this really is the way out. Am I dead or alive? I'm still alive.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That's awful. Oh, Stanley.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
So this is heaven? Look, the credits. These are the awesome people that helped make the game. I guess that's from another game. So, how do we get out of here? Is that an exit, or is that where I came from? Well, this clearly says exit, so let's try this one.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
I died. For reals, I think. I just want to give a quick and brief shout out to the guys that you see there on the screen. Nostalgia Overdose. They're doing some great and funny stuff, man. Like, really awesome stuff. They're not playing the latest and greatest, but they're playing some of the classic games that we all know and love from our childhood. Stuff like, Jak and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, Hitman, Spyro the Dragon. Just classic, great, fun, wholesome games that we all played at one point or the other in our gaming career and lives. And it's just like this great, trip down memory lane. So, yeah, just figured I would give them a quick shout out and hope you guys will check them out and show them some love and support for the great content that they're producing. And yeah, that's about it, guys.